The things that matter most in your life will never demand your attention now. Your phone will, your kids will, your job will, but your dreams, your health, and your progress forwards will just wait. If you don't make time for them, they'll never happen. That's why every morning on the 5 a.m. Squat Club, we get up before our kids do, so that we can move our fitness and our goals forward and show them that anything you want in your life is real. So this morning, we've got 15 minutes of high intensity with a sandbag and some bodyweight push-ups, and then we are going to take action on our goals. So first thing, like we do every day, prime our minds. Let's start it off. Let's go. All right, first step on the 5 a.m. Squat Club, as it is every day, is to get into a squat. So feet go underneath the hips, heels stay planted. If the heels want to come up, then go ahead and grab yourself something to hold on to out in front, like a table, a chair, or just a weight. While we're here, our goal is to set our intention, set our breathing so that we're calm and ready to attack the day. So what you're going to do is follow the animation on the right side of the screen there for a box breath. It's a 4-second inhale, 4-second hold, 4-second exhale, and a 4-second hold, and it'll get us moving. So first one is I am responsible. And what that means is I'm going to take accountability, I'm going to take action, I'm going to take ownership for my life because nobody else is going to do it. So suck it up and blame yourself if it's not what you want. Next is I will make time between stimulus and response. So when the dog is losing her shit, or the dog or the kids are freaking out, before I lose mine, can I take a moment and give a better response? Next is I have all I need to succeed today and will focus on progress over perfection. I may not have all the resources, but can I be more resourceful with what I have? You have what you need to take the step if you just look at it that way, and then that step will build what you need for the next step, progress. And the last one is choose gratitude. Focus on the fact that there are good things, and the balance of that and the things that we're trying to fix will make life a little more even, as opposed to just seeing the things that need work. All right, time to move. Let's go. Mindset prime. Don't press buttons, dog. All right, let's turn up the body here. Giving yourself credit for getting up early here already, and now we are moving. So first thing, hands are gonna come onto the floor. We're gonna lay ourselves down fully. Clock's gonna beep. And then you can walk yourself back up. We'll take a hop and clap overhead at the top to celebrate. And we're just gonna move here for 2 minutes. Moving at whatever pace feels right for you right now. You can turn it up as we go. This is just our first piece of warm up, so we're just aiming to get the blood flowing, get the heart rate going a little bit, add some heat to the joints so that when we do get into our workout, we are ready to push the intensity a little bit. And maybe while we're warming up here, let me know, how many days have you been with us in the 5 a.m. Squat Club? Is this your first time? Have you been lurking for a while? Let me know. What kind of progress are we making? You could even let me know, did you think that this was realistic? Did you think that you could be the type of person that got up early every day, worked out hard, and took action on their goals, likely before all their kids woke up? And our theme today, what we're talking about during this session is that if you don't do that, it's not gonna happen. Nobody is gonna do it for you, right? Life is busy. It's always going to be busy. There will always be fires to put out, metaphorically. There will always be tasks, people, things pulling at your attention and your time. And it's very easy to go through our entire lives just doing those things. Right? I say it all the time that the tasks that you give yourself will fill up the time that you give them to be accomplished. Therefore, you can have your whole day go by with doing nothing but putting out fires. So we carve it out to ensure that it happens every day. All right, let's just do this real quick. We're gonna move on to our general warm up here. A little bit, turning up the intensity a little bit, turning up the temperature in the body. So next, we're gonna go with a jumping jack. get the ankles moving a little bit, and just turn up the speed here. So what we're looking at is taking the hands and feet out at the same time. I like to aim to touch the hands together overhead and then behind me at the bottom. Good morning, good morning, good morning, those of you that are here. Let me know, what was bedtime if you're watching with us right now? Because our bedtime is the precursor to our morning time, and I think a lot of people forget that. They just say, hey, I'll get up and work out. And you might do that for a few days, but then you fall off. Because if we're not maintaining a consistent evening routine, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. So, I was in bed personally around 9 last night, but did not fall asleep for a little bit. We've got guests staying here, and the dog decided she was gonna bark at them most of the night. So a little bit later than normal, but we're here. All right, next one, go with a wide stance with the feet. We're gonna bring the hands to the floor. We're gonna walk ourselves out into a plank position, shoulders over the hands, abs, butt, legs squeezed, and then we're gonna walk ourselves back up, stand tall at the top. If you want, you can add a push-up in here, might as well. So you can take the knees to the floor, get your push-up, knees back up, walk it back. If you want to ramp it up a little bit there, if you're feeling good, you could go push up from the toes. But either way, this should still just feel like a warm-up, like we're just easing in here still. Shouldn't feel maximal on any of these. Get a few more of those. We're gonna work into our squat as well here. So next one, just standing nice and tall. We're gonna get some good hip flexion here. So keeping the torso nice and upright, standing leg nice and straight. We're trying to close at the hip. What I want to avoid is the pelvis going forward, that bottom knee bending and my leaning back. So nice and tall, get at least 10. You should feel this right in the front hip flexor. Should start to burn there. We'll switch sides, get at least 10 there as well. In essence, what we're doing is closing ourselves up into our squat. If you can imagine, as you squat, thinking about bringing your knees to your chest as opposed to bringing your hips down. This is the motion, the pulling of yourself down into the squat with the hip flexors. All right, next, we're gonna go with a good morning. We're gonna go with a slightly wider stance here as we're gonna be picking our sandbag up a little bit wider. And I'm just going to, instead of we're gonna make it basically a deadlift. You're gonna hinge at the hips, bend at the knees a little bit, take the hands to the floor, and then stand. So hips, knees, stand. Let's get at least 10 there. Just warming up that hip flexion and that sequence of events, warming up the lower back, making sure that the back staying nice and neutral. You could even go further and take the backs of the hands to the floor. If you've got a sandbag, that's how you're gonna be getting under it. So you can take that a little further. A little tight in the hamstrings. How are we feeling this morning? Anybody feeling tight? Okay, and then from there, we're gonna get into our squat. So we're gonna go back down into our passive squat here, heels underneath the hips. If you feel like you're gonna fall over, just hold on to your dog or something out in front. From there, we're gonna take the elbows inside the knees and we're gonna twist. So you're gonna take one hand out, reach it up towards the ceiling, look up towards that hand, take a full breath. Bring it back to the center and then switch. Full breath cycle. Let's get at least 3 per side. Might have a little bit of cracking and popping here. That's okay. I like to think that these have improved over time. Oh, so many cracks on that one side. All right. Okay, and then from there, we're just gonna get a few squats. So feet underneath the shoulders, maybe a slight turn out of the toes. Whew. You can go arms out in front as a counterbalance. Send the hips down and back till the hips come below the knees ideally. Chest is nice and proud. Stand it back up. That whole time we're aiming to keep the heels planted on the floor, maintaining our arches, and really thinking about grabbing the floor ideally with your toes. Because ideally we're not wearing shoes. Get at least 5 to 10 air squats here. And then we're gonna prep our workout. The original plan was just cleans and squats, but we're adding in some push-ups here. So let's talk about it. We're getting warm for sure already. Okay. Tunes here. Finally got to bed before 10 this week. Yes, great job. So simple workout does not mean easy today. I'm gonna give a medicine ball demo here. I was playing around with this yesterday and it's not exactly what I thought, so I'm gonna give a few options here. The plan here is we're gonna go 15 minutes, as many squats as you can with the sandbag. But the caveat is, the trick is, each squat starts from the floor. So you gotta pick it up either to the bear hug, squat it, put it back down for each rep, or take it to the shoulder, and that's probably what I'm gonna do. Bring it to the hip, drive it up to the shoulder, squat, put it back down. If you're gonna do the shoulder, I'm gonna suggest that you alternate shoulders the whole time. And then with that, right, 15 minutes, as many as you can, but every minute on the minute, so on the 0, we're gonna stop and get 5 push-ups. What I want you to choose, first of all, is a variation of the push-up that you can keep those 5 unbroken the whole time. So whether it's right on the floor, we'll talk push-up technique here for a sec. Thinking about nice straight line, right? Squeezing the butt, squeezing the abs, squeezing the legs. The whole body comes to the floor, chest and thighs touch, and then back out to that full lockout. If that's not accessible, for unbroken sets of 5 throughout, right? We're gonna have 14 sets of 5. That's what, 70 push-ups? 75 push-ups? 70. So if needed, what you can do is elevate your floor. So you could do your push-ups like on a sandbag, right? Getting a little bit of height there, or a chair, a box, stairs. Just elevate your body in that push-up. So let's take a minute here and try out a couple reps. You know, find yourself something that's heavy. If you don't have a sandbag, you could always use like a bag of books. You could use bumper plates. You could use a dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever. So I'm gonna try one here maybe before we go. I'm trying to think about how many is realistic. Maybe like 3 in a minute. Wow. 1. All right. Let me know what we're thinking here. What weights do we have? Who's got a sandbag? What are we using? If you are looking for a challenging workout that'll shut up your inner demons, give it a go. 15 minutes of sandbag squats, and every minute on the minute, we're gonna do 5 push-ups. How many can you do? Let's go. All right, one more brief here. What we are going for is 15 minutes, as many reps as you can in that 15 minutes of a sandbag squat. The caveat is every sandbag squat starts from the floor. So you're gonna take that thing, bring it either to the bear hug, do a squat, put it down, 1 rep, or take it to the shoulder, squat, put it down. As many of those as you can. That's 2 reps, right? Up, squat, down, up, squat, down. As many of those as you can in 15 minutes, but every minute on the minute, including the not including the first one. You're gonna go 5 push-ups. So what we're looking for on the push-up, straight line with the body, chest and thighs to the floor, back up to a lockout. Choose an option that you're gonna be able to get those 5 unbroken every time. So if that's not accessible on the floor, elevate your hands. Sandbag, box, chair, whatever, stairs, get the hands higher than the feet. Same thing, all the way down, all the way up. If you don't have a sandbag, I mean, you could do this with a dumbbell, take it from the floor, shoulder, squat, put it down. Floor, shoulder, squat, put it down. Alternate sides, ideally if we're going to the shoulder. 15 minutes of fun. Woo-wee. All right, hit that thumbs up button, team, and we are doing it. I'm nervous. All right, get our tunes up. So it starts with the sandbag squats, and we're gonna do push-ups at the 1 minute mark, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and so on and so forth. All right, make sure you count your reps. 10 seconds, team. I think I'm gonna aim maybe for 3 a minute, maybe 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. You think you'll win? Not likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain. Turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange. Popping off and risking things, gonna make a name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not. Wow, these are heavy.
I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness.
All right, push-ups. 5, 3, 2, 1. One unbroken set of 5, and then back to your squats.
Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no one ever getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent, I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it, I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. That energy is like a poison, need some antiseptic.
Push-ups. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna alternate here, 2, 3. Take a little more rest, 10. 3, 2, 1. Push-ups. Push-ups in 5, 3, 2, 1. Push-ups. Ten. Push-ups in 5, 2, 1. Keep it up, team.
You wanna try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Body and stain from the people who deceive me. Body ends break through the chain, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the
5.
test. Expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening
32,
got the venom, a
1.
tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold an obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stain from the people who deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep, move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them.
10
on pace,
push-ups.
the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst
5,
till I'm in a hearse.
3,
High
2,
ambitions in the
1.
right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Break off from a break off from the weak minds, they can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. Me, 5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stain from the people who deceive
Halfway.
me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep, move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when you're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran to
20.
no, man, I still go.
5, 3, 2, 1. Push-ups.
Every single day, I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing
Keep it up, guys.
shit my way, or the highway, and in the driveway is a nice range. 'Cause I grind through the climb, I got pain. I'm never human bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. Better see what the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran, said no, man, I still go. Go, go,
10,
go, go, go,
Push-ups in 5, 3, 2, 1.
You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the green, add it like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it up. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push, start a pain and you find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer, you know, man, I still go.
Push-ups, 5, 3, 2, 1. Under 5 to go.
Never break, always
10.
fight, never quit.
It's 27 for me.
Play the game,
5,
play life,
3, 2, 1.
with the grind, I could change in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win at life. I never miss that fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll get out in a bag, 'cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took a red pill, I know life's short, so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel?
It's 30. 5,
They wanna say my name, but they hold
3,
me back. They
2,
wanna say they
1.
hate me. They know it's cap. I ain't play no games. I just do that fact, and I don't feel no shame. It's a mood you lack. I go crazy. Nah, I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been facing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath. I'd rather
31.
live than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel?
10. Push-ups. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Under 2 to go. One to share ya.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. What was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are
10
the things
seconds.
you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land
3,
your own brand and
2,
down. I feel like
1.
no one takes accountability. They
Last set of push-ups.
credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't
Let's
be
go.
feeling sour. Take a
Last
cold
set.
shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and fuck all the doubters. They're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm f***ed off at these fucking clowns. Who up top, they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Three, 2, 1. If you want a good workout, push yourself. Get under something uncomfortable and work hard. There's no value in taking it easy. Fantastic work. Hit the thumbs up button. Join us tomorrow. Hell yeah. How are we doing? I think I got 39. How'd you guys do? Take a minute. Holy shit. All right, let's cool her down. Oh my God. Who's with us? Who's still alive? We're gonna get into a child's pose here, just to shut her down. Tried to move the sandbag, but it moved me. Okay. Oh, shoot. So all we're gonna aim for here is sitting on the shins, open up the heels, bring your toes together, like so, and then just drop the chest. You can go arms straight overhead, or take them down by your sides, and just chill out. Steve, still breathing here, good. We survived. So take a moment, slow her down. How many did we get? That grim reminds me of my workout of 10 burpee pull-ups, 10 heavy ball to shoulder, and squat. 10 burpee, BPU, 10 clusters. Holy moly, that's a big workout. Okay, so right now, check your head, check yourself, right? How do you feel? Are you right now thinking about your fires that you need to put out, right? Are you thinking about your to-do list, your emails, your whatever, your kids' chores, your meals, your everyday stuff? Probably not, right? Right now, your head is probably pretty clear. Maybe you're just thinking about your breath, about your heart rate pumping out of your chest. And ideally, you want to use this time to get clear on your goals, to get clear on the, what are the things missing from your life that if you made progress on, you would be fulfilled, right? What is that dream that hasn't been getting any attention that, some days you look at and you're like, damn, like, why haven't I put any time into that? And if I get to the end of my life, am I going to regret not taking action on that thing? Define that in your mind, and then think about what is the one task, right? Break it down into the simplest component of what is the one task, there's something in my eye, that if I did that task every day, it would achieve that goal. And then what you do is take an hour. So it is currently 5:36 a.m. Eastern Standard. You could take till 6:36, and it is Saturday, so maybe take an extra hour and just do that action, right? If you've chosen the action right, and I'm thinking about doing maybe like a video on this, you know, a little case study, taking somebody and going one-on-one with them and breaking the goals down and assigning the one thing. Because if you do it right, if you look at it properly and you really narrow it down to that one thing, then you know that my words aren't coming. Then if you just repeat that action over and over and over again, because you've defined it properly, gets you to that goal in the most efficient and effective way. So oh wow, I just sat in my own sweat, that's cold. If you are unsure, right, about how to set those goals, how to define them, how to make sure it's the proper thing, reach out to us. Join us on SKOOL, and I am happy to go through that process with you, because realistically, there was one thing that if you do it, it makes the other things easier or unnecessary and allows you to get to that goal, once again, in the most efficient, effective way. So reach out. I'm always happy to go through that stuff. That's really what fires me up, and seeing your progress on your real goals. So I'll show you a quick clip here yesterday. This is call it Midsummer Garden Tour. May not get too many of these, so I'll give you a quick look here. There's some corn. This is a bed of cucumbers and tomatoes. And the cucumbers we have had bad luck with in the past, but they, especially in that bed, are thriving. And then there are a couple sunflowers that my daughter planted. Those are hers. We've got beans, lots of beans, tomatoes, cucumbers in that bed as well. Look at that, more beans. That's a big squash plant, some sort of squash. Those are cabbages, zucchini or summer squash, or what do they call them? Courgette in Europe. There's some purple beans in there. Look at those. Aren't those cool? Those are just the flowers, obviously. No beans on there yet. But tomatoes, I don't eat most of this stuff. I just like growing it, but pretty neat. More tomatoes and beans. And that is a bed of beets on the left, carrots on the right. That is a pumpkin plant, which I think has a few pollinated fruits on it now. So they're starting. There we go. There's a pumpkin right there. Keep up with that in the summer. Potatoes. One plant that I care about. One of the cannabis plants, and then some more cucumbers along the front that are not doing as well. That raised bed definitely seemed to do better than those ones. All right, and right, I always point these clips out, not because you should become a gardener or a farmer. I mean, you probably should grow some of your own food, but that you should take accountability. The point is, take ownership of your life and do the things that you want to do. Because if you just go through the phases, life will keep happening and you will go along with it, but you won't end up where you planned on ending up. So choose your goals and then just take the steps to get there, right? If you don't get to your goals, it's because you didn't have a plan and you didn't do the work. So it's as simple as that. Choose your goal, define the steps, take the steps. All right, these workouts work. Yeah, no shit. My spare tire is deflating and muscle is building. I love it. I can feel it. The better half said she can see it. Ooh, that's maybe the goal, eh? If the better half notices, that's fantastic. Not that that's what it's about, but, you know, I think we oftentimes, maybe this is a good point here, we oftentimes, because we see ourselves all the time, right? And progress is slow. It's nice to get that external validation sometimes, especially if someone hasn't seen you in a while and they're like, wow, what have you been doing? Obviously, don't do it for that reasons, but it's nice to hear. So great job, Steve. And I'm sure all of you are probably in the same boat because we're here working hard together. So you guys have been fantastic. My tomatoes got assaulted by a hornworm. Oh, have you seen those things? They are so gross. Man, we have had tomato hornworms before and we've gone and like plucked them off. I've had like cups full of these things. And if you've never seen them, they're like as thick as your thumb. They got a big horn on their head. They are disgusting. Chickens will not eat them. They are very interesting. But yeah, if you get them off and they don't eat all your leaves, you should be okay. It's actually neat, as much as this may be gross, but if you find their poop on there, Tim, it's like a little flower. They're actually kind of neat. They're little like green poop flowers. I don't know. That's strange. Okay. Either way, tomorrow, yeah, gross. Tomorrow is going to be a little active recovery. We're going to work on a little more postural stuff, upper back. So we'll have some hanging. We'll have a whole bunch of posterior shoulder work. So join us tomorrow. We'll bring it down a little bit, but make sure before you run away, you get your homework done, because that's really that's the point. We wake up early. We prime our bodies like this so that we can work on our goals and our dreams. All right. Quick shout outs to team members, because you guys are what make this happen. Jody, Jason, Ryan, Yaroslav, Chris, Rose, Adam, Shirley, and Tim. And thank you everybody who joined us this morning as well. Peter, Steve, Tasharia. I probably missed some at the back here. Equipment. You guys have been fantastic. Remember, homework, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have yourselves a fantastic Saturday. Love you guys.